Good morning. I'd like to welcome everybody to Depot Park. My name is Mike. I'm the general manager of the Rio Linda, Elverta Recreational Park District. This event has become an annual event for us. I've been with the Park District for 8 years. This event has been happening a lot longer than that. It was the introduction by one of our former directors, who has since retired, that we honor the veterans and the people who helped shape and make our country safe. We've chosen Veterans Day at this time because the armistice for World War I was signed on the 11th day of the 11th month at 11:11 in the morning in France. I'd like to introduce one member of my board who's here with us today, Lisa Morris. And Lisa, did you want to say anything? Lisa is here. I'd also like to thank our board for allowing this to continue. To get going, we're going to introduce Rwanda Wright to start us off by singing the National Anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Joanda. We'd also now like to introduce and welcome from the American Legion Post 521, our flag lineup. And this morning, our guest speaker, Petty Officer 2nd Class Rick Davies, U.S. Navy. I'm going to assume retired.
Please stand. If you're a veteran and have a cover, please salute. Proper salute. Everybody else, please put your hand over your heart. I'd like to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. As you said, my name is Rick Davis. Served in the United States Navy for 8 years. Petty Officer 2nd Class. Served in 2 commands on the ship, and then I served a command in SEMA San Diego. I think the main thing I'd like to talk about is the American Legion. I can give you all kinds of sea stories, but we're in mixed company. The Philippines were something else. Anyway, The American Legion has been around since 1919. Actually recognized and formed by Congress. We are not just a club. We are an organization that is here for our veterans and our active duty. The American Legion was actually formed by a bunch of veterans, officers, and enlisted that were stuck in France and in Europe after World War I. And they were there for a while before they could actually get home. And when they got here, when they got back home, they got together and they went before Congress, and we are recognized. The American Legion is also the organization that brought you the Veterans Administration. It was our fight to get protection for all our veterans who have been injured in combat and or injured in duty, period. The American Legion is a great, great organization. And yes, some of us do have a bar. But that's not what we're about. We're about going out and we're about helping fellow veterans. And we also work with our active duty. We've had our post down in Long Beach do several campaigns down there when the ships come in. And they go and they meet the active duty sailors. We also go on to the bases and we speak to active duty. When I first got out of the service and I found out about the American Legion, I couldn't join. I didn't serve in Vietnam. I didn't serve in Korea. And I'm way too young to have served in World War II. And then finally, the American Legion recognized Lebanon and Grenada. In fact, a lot of Legionnaires weren't able to join even if they served in Vietnam or during Vietnam, because Vietnam was considered a police action for a long time. Now, the American Legion opened up the doors to all veterans and active duty. If you have a veteran's card or your DD-214, you can come down and join the American Legion. It is, like I said, a great organization for veterans. And we do have a lot of other things going on, horseshoe tournaments, and bingo and a few other things. So, how many veterans are here in the audience? If you're not a member, we'd love to see you. I know some belong to the VFW, and that's kind of an exclusive organization. You had to have been in the fight to become one. But with us, if you're a veteran, you have a DD-214 that says honorable, you're good to go. Anyway, yeah, I'd like to tell you about some of my sea stories and places I've been and things I've seen. I did go across the Pacific twice, and then I went around the world one time. I went through two ditches that I would never want to go through again, Suez and the Panama. So, anyway, if anybody has any questions about the American Legion, we are having a luncheon, and all veterans are welcome, whether you're a member of the Legion or not. We're having a luncheon today, and so I'd love to have you come by.
Thank you, Rick. Do we have any veterans here who would like to share any experiences? Come on up. Or you're waving at somebody else. Sorry. That's what we call in baseball a balk. Do we have any veterans who would like to speak? Okay, well, we will leave the microphone open for the next little while. The display will be up, so we welcome you to mingle. We do have some coffee inside, and thank you all for being here today. And yes, thank you. We'd also like to recognize our volunteers from this morning who helped put all the flags out. Our Girl Scout troop is here as well as we had some help from the FFA. So thank you all very much.
He actually gave me